I'm Phoenix Jackson, and after 18 years as an award-winning business leader, I'm here to share, guide, and inspire you on your journey upward and inward. I want you to live an empowered existence because you deserve it. This is a spiritual space for those seeking to make a difference in their lives and the lives of others. We will talk life design, healing, spirituality, and business. I'm sharing what I know to be true. Thank you for being here. Let's go within. Sorry, I just love that song on the intro, honey, Nefertiti Ovanti. Listen, this is going to be an interesting topic today. It's going to be interesting. I got something to say. Again, honey, fresh face. Y'all getting with the skin? Honey, Sarai out here. She out here living. Sarai's out here living. Yes, she is. Whew. I've been getting some of y'all letters and some of y'all's info and emails, and chaw. A lot of y'all are in your own way. A lot of you are in your own way. Good God. Like, honey. You are in your own way. Ain't nobody else in your way. It's you. You're making decisions every single day that's blocking you from the opportunities and blessings. Your account got that little bit of money in there because you're not handling your business. You're not doing what you said that you were going to do. How can you expect for other people to keep promises to you if you ain't even keeping promises to yourself? We get what we ask for and we get what we are. And you wonder why maybe you haven't transitioned out of the space that you're in. You've been sitting around feeling defeated, or you keep being stuck in a consumption phase where you're sitting around absorbing other people's stuff and not really thinking about what you want to do with your journey. I don't care if you decide that you want to be an owner of a McDonald's, a manager of a McDonald's, a director of McDonald's. I don't care what you say you want to do. At some point, you got to get up and do it. You're feeling down and you're feeling off and you're feeling depressed and you're feeling uncentered because you are misaligned. This is you and this is your spirit. Y'all like this. Y'all ain't even on the same axis. When people feel a space of joy and purpose, they're moving like this. And that's all you got to do. You got to cut out the things that are in the way. And if you were the person that's in the way, it's time for you to cut yourself out too. Ain't you tired of your own stuff? It's time for you to cut yourself out. What does it mean when you cut yourself out? It means I need you to get a piece of paper right now. I'm a little handy dandy notebook. I need you to get a piece of paper right now. I need you to write down, what are the top 5 things that I'm doing daily that's holding me back? Daily, weekly, whatever, monthly. What are the top 5 things? Let's talk about it. Maybe one of those things is you can't stay up out of Target, or you can't stay up out of Macy's, or you can't stay up out of Walmart, wherever you shop. You can't stay up out of Nordstrom's, or you can't stay off of online buying from Shein or wherever you buy your stuff from. You stay spending money. When people spend and buy things they don't need, they're trying to fill emotional voids. So let's say you got that on your list. You out here spending coin that you don't really have. You spending. What hole are you trying to fill? Single black female addicted to retail. And well, what are you trying to fill? What else is on this list? Let's say you sleep in a little too much. I used to have a problem with this. Let's say you sleep in a little too much. You be up late, you sleep in, your circadian rhythms are off. You're not resting properly. You're up at night on the phone scrolling like this when you should be resting. Yeah, I know. Y'all be up 2-3 o'clock in the morning. That's why the apps say that the best time to post are sometimes midnight, 1 o'clock, because folks are up. Y'all are up. What happened to us resting a little bit more? You know, you'll be more productive the next day if you just rested. You'll be more productive. Let's see. What if, okay, one of these on your list, you eating out all the time and every day. You got food in the refrigerator. Oh, look, what the old people call the refrigerator. You got food in the refrigerator, but you out here spending money every single day. You got to go to that taco truck, or you got to go to Chick-fil-A. You know, I heard that was God's chicken. You got to go somewhere to eat. Is that costing you money though? And is that costing your health? Because you know, anytime they're mass producing food, it's not healthy. It's just not. There's a difference between eating at like maybe a Popeyes or eating at um, a modern market, which is like a shop that I don't even actually see here in Houston. It's crazy. I don't think they have it here in Houston, but they have it in Austin. They have it in Denver, and those are more health conscious cities than cities like Houston. So they would have it there. But yeah, think about that. What else is on your list? What else is on your list? Are you conversing and spending time with somebody who's only in your life as a taker? They're not adding to your soul. They're not pouring into you. Is that on your list? Is that on your list? Like, be honest. Be honest with yourself. Because I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to support you all the way through. I'm going to support you. What's on your list of actions and habits that's keeping you from your greatness every day? What is that? Write it down. Let's be honest with ourselves. Like a couple weeks ago, we had a thing about let's write down the things that we're worried about and let's figure out if we can help it or not. Let's write down the things that are in our way. Let's get ourselves out the way. It is our stuff. It ain't, and we ain't blaming nobody else. This is self accountability. This is accountability. They say accountability is kryptonite for women. I feel like accountability is kryptonite for humans. Because we lie to ourselves first, and then we try to lie to everybody else. Make your list. Make your list. I ain't even got a pen here. Make your list. And then I want you to write next to that one or two things you can do to fix that. Like on my list, I have that I don't rest enough. So guess what? I went out and bought melatonin, and I bought an app called Aura on my phone, Aura, that has meditations and nighttime things, rain and other white noise, and just nighttime meditations to get your spirit ready to be on the calm down. Okay. Yeah. So make sure that you do things that'll support you in that. And I bought the melatonin tablets. So, hey, I told myself I want to be in bed by 11, which is a stretch for me because I normally go to bed like 1. I want to get in bed by 11 o'clock, get in my comfortable bed, snug a dub dub underneath the covers, all the things. All the things. Snug a dub dub underneath the covers. Let's do it. Okay? And with that, you know, I can be accountable to myself. I can check in with myself every day and say, did I do this? Did I do that? I want you to start checking back into your list and say, am I getting out of my way? You know what's wrong in your life. You know what's imbalanced, what needs to be fixed. You just have to decide to treat yourself and fix yourself. Your personal plan is the most important plan that you need to execute. It's the most important plan that you need to execute. So, keeping that in mind, I want you to think about what you can do to just stay out of the way. Stay out of your own way. Don't self-sabotage. And most humans have, all humans have a self-saboteur spirit. All humans do. And it manifests itself in different ways. It shows up in different ways. We have these conditioned behaviors that keep us on a Ferris wheel going round and round and round and doing the same stuff. That's called insanity, right? Doing the same thing, thinking you're going to get a different result. Most humans are on that perpetual cycle, thinking they're going to get something different. And they're not. We got to learn how to get out of our own way. Like literally right now, individually, we're in our own way, but collectively, we're in our own way. The country of America would be such a great place if it actually was what it wanted to be, if it actually was a country of multiculturalism, a country of democracy, a country of white and black and everyone in between actually understanding, loving, and belonging and getting along with one another, oh my God, we would actually be the best country on this planet if that were the case. But we can't get out of our own way. And speaking of this planet, we're doing stuff every single day to damage it. Every single day. From the stuff that we make to driving our cars, we're leaving, like, we have heavy carbon footprints. And we're headed nowhere fast to destruction because we just can't get out of our way. We would rather be comfortable than to be uncomfortable for a little while to save this planet for the rest of the world and the rest of the generations. So don't be hard on yourself. And don't let me be too hard on you about you being in your way, honey. But you need to get out your way. You need to get out of your own way. Because if you get out of your own way, guess what? There's no room for other people to be in the way. There's no room for other people to even come close to you. If you are supporting yourself, if you are loving yourself, if you are doing what you're supposed to do every single day, can't nobody just come into your life and think that they can do you any kind of way. I don't care if it's for business, personal, a boss, a team member, your child, your husband, your wife, your mama, anybody. People can't do you no any kind of way if you're not doing yourself no any kind of way. You set the standard for yourself. You set the standard for yourself. You do. And I'm going to support you all the way through. All right. So with that in mind, honey, yes, let's talk about these letters, honey. Let's get into these letters. We got a couple of questions that were asked, and I definitely want to answer them. And yes, I'm going to give you just a second here while I figure this out. So just hold tight. Okay, I am back, and I have something I want to read to you guys. And one of my favorite books is called The Seed of the Soul by Gary Zukov. And I even have like this little companion pack. And this has been my favorite book since I was like 19. And I'm not the only one. Like, I started reading this book very young, but then like 10 years later or so, I found out like Oprah, Will Smith, Jay-Z. This is all like a favorite book amongst the greats. And to be honest, it's like a Bible to me. Like, this book is of high energy, high intensity. People who read it and they truly understand it, they're like, yo, this changed my entire freaking life. The Seed of the Soul by Gary Zukov. I will drop a link down in the chat for you to grab the book. But I decided to flip through the page and just grab something. And this says from his book, if we perceived life with reverence and we would stand in awe at the experience of physical life and walk the earth in a very deep sense of gratitude. Let me say that again. If we perceived life with reverence, we would stand in awe at the experience of physical life and walk the earth in a very deep sense of gratitude. This man is saying, if we actually understood the importance, the brilliance of the fact that we're here in this physical manifestation, we were birthed through to this portal, birthed through to here. Oh my God, we will be in such gratitude. Such gratitude. How could you be in your own way when you are walking in gratitude like that? Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out your way. Get out your own way. Walk in a sense of gratitude. Walk in a sense of purpose. The mere fact that you're here is enough. But let's get to these listener letters. Okay. Remember, I told you guys that we were going to have a listener letter each given time. Let's get to these listener letters and let's talk about it. Okay. All right. This letter is from James. James said, first off, I'm in my man voice. First off, you're very beautiful. And I love that you ain't wearing no makeup. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do a little something. I'm not gonna always be barefaced. I'm just, this is today. I'm gonna start lashing it up and getting a little cute for you guys out there, guys and gals, everybody, not for the men, sorry, for for everybody. But yeah, I'm in a place of flexing and understanding my true beauty on another level. And it's one thing that people tell me that I'm more beautiful in person, and people always tell you you're beautiful, right? But when you can go around barefaced and folks are like, wow, like you look beautiful, you're naturally gorgeous. Like I see that more as a compliment versus like being super dolled up. So I appreciate you. I thank you so much for your like your energy and your support and the fact that you're even listening in. So James said, hey, I've been in business for 5 years, and for the most part, it's been going well. However, I'm coming to a standstill. I owe a lot of money from the pandemic and getting loans to kind of keep things afloat. And now I'm at a place where I'm not making enough money to actually pay off those debts and to keep things going. What would you suggest that I do? And is this a sign that my business is not viable? That is a great question, James. So, James basically asked in our listener letter, he's had a business for 5 years. He's knee deep in debt with the business through COVID. He's in debt, all those things, and now he's paying back these loans. And he asked, what should he do because his business is really not making enough money to cover all these things. And my answer to that, James, is you can go one of two ways. You can decide to fold them, or you can decide to continue going. And I don't want people to think that if you quit, that means you're a quitter. Sometimes you got to back up slowly so that you can get out of a space. Sometimes you got to retreat so that you can move forward. Sometimes you got to take a little bit of an L so that you can zoom ahead. It does not mean it's a bad thing. It means that you're being smart about the viability of the business. And the fact that you're even asking about the viability of the business means that you really should be looking at this. I would suggest you book a session with me so we can really go into in depth into your business so I can understand what you do to see if there's any other avenues for you to make money first. So I would do that first. But second, I want you to really think about how you really feel about this business. There's a such thing as MVP, market viable product or service. Have you done any research to really see before you even start the company if this company is actually something that's going to do good in the market? And if you see right now that it's not really doing good, it may be time to like cut your losses and be okay with that. But we can't know until I know deeper into what the business is. So you can either write me another letter or get on a session with me so we can dive deeper into your business. Okay, James? Next, this is from Bianca. Hi, Bianca. Bianca. Bianca has said that she struggles. She said, "Hey, how you doing, Miss Phoenix? I'm so glad that you have your show, and I appreciate you so very much. You're like the auntie that I never had." Aw, come on, all my auntie status. Yes, I love it. Thank you, Bianca. She said, I've been I've been dating someone for about 3 months, and I own a web development company. He has a business and he needs help. Should I help him in his business, or should I just hold off on that because I'm not his girlfriend? What do you suggest someone do in a situation like this? Miss, listen, thank you for writing that question in. Oh my God, Bianca. First off, I want to say I have dealt with this personally. I have dealt with dating men who were very successful, but they needed that little bit of light, a little bit of shine, a little bit of finesse to really help them with some things. They needed me to open some doors for them or what may have you. And the reality is, in the past, I never had a problem doing that. In the past, if a guy, I was dating him, we were close and I trusted him and I really believed in his business, I had no problem throwing him a bone or two. But one thing that I realize is men do so much better, like figuring out a lot of stuff on their own, right? I feel like men actually feel more supported by a woman who just supports them through their energy and love. I don't feel like they take well to a woman who actually knows a lot more than they do. So this is like a fine line to walk at this point. So what I always tell women to do is really think about, if you help him with these things, are these going to move the needle for him? And is there any security that once that needle is moved for him, that you're going to be the one in his life to benefit off of the changes that he's making? Are you going to be the person in his life that he connects to and holds down, and who's going to actually benefit off of this, the work that you do? If there's any question that you may not, you probably should hold back on supporting him in different ways, unless he's going to pay you like a regular client. There's nothing wrong with that. If you guys are not in a committed relationship, there's nothing wrong with you guys doing business together. And then maybe down the line, if you guys get into a committed relationship or you guys get engaged or whatever, then maybe, y'all can build this together. You could become part owner in his company. But I would say don't just give up a lot of time and energy to someone unless you really feel like this is going to be mutually beneficial. We always waste time when we pour too much too early and don't get poured back into. All right, you get that? Don't pour too much too early. Be okay with being pouring back into, and or see what can he give you in exchange for that time. Let's say he can't afford to pay you. Well, what can he provide? How can he help you in your business and you help him in his? How can there be a barter or an exchange? But I always warn people, men and women, don't overgive and don't give too much too soon. All right? Thank you. Thank you so much, James. Thank you so much, Bianca, for writing in. I appreciate you guys so much. And thank you guys for letting me berate you just a little bit about getting out of your own way. You know, I love you. And I'm just telling you from a place of love and support. I want to see you win. And I know that sometimes we got to take L's to the wins, and that's okay. But I want to see you win. I want everybody to have what they want to have. I want everybody to have what they desire to have. You deserve that. All right. And hey, even if you're hurting, even if you're going through something, don't hurt anybody else along the way. All right. Do the best you can at healing and sewing up those things. Get out of your own way, but definitely don't also be in anybody else's way. All right. I appreciate you. I love you so much. And I look forward to talking to you guys very soon. Very, very, very soon.